Hanımefendiler, beyefendiler, şimdi sahnemizi vizyoner isimlere bırakma zamanı geldi. İlham veren, farkındalığımızı artıracak, alanında en iyi ve çok değerli isimler bugün bu sahnede sizlerin karşısında olacak. Ve ilk olarak şimdi alkışlarınızla gerçek zekayla strateji kuran Sweathead CEO'su Mark Pollard geliyor. Liderlik, berrak düşünce ve yaratıcı stratejinin birleştiği noktadan bizlere seslenecek. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Mark Pollard.
Ay. I have to speak English. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is actually Australian. I call it English. Some of you will understand me and some of you will not. We have very small captions up there, $5 a month on Zoom. I'm going to need 3 people on the stage very soon. I will need you to speak English, unfortunately. My opening question is this: who here hates to think? Good. Audience interaction is going well so far. Oh, hang on. Does that mean you all love to think? Oh, this is going to come in handy in the next few decades, so we're off to a good start. I have to say, the first time that I came to Istanbul was nearly 18 months ago, and I did not think about it very much, and it turned into one of the best decisions of my life. I met a lot of people in the room. Shout outs to my boy Torgen here. But the story is this: I was going to this beautiful conference in Batumi in Georgia called Ad Black Sea. You know Georgia's really close to where you live, and none of you know anything about Georgia? You know how I know that? I travel and I talk about places I love. Istanbul's right up there for me. So I was at this conference and I had to fly through Istanbul to go to Batumi, Georgia, and then I had to go to Sofia, Georgia. And about 2 months before I needed to depart, I was scrolling through TikTok. And guess what I learned about? Turkish hairlines. Do you know what I'm talking about? Because I have a video of my decision that is something that I thought about with hardly at all. I can't even speak English right now, I'm so excited. So here we go. This is me 18 months ago.
Come check this. Come check this. Come check this. Come check this. Come check this. Come check this. Come check this.
All right. Shout out to Turkey. I know you have mixed feelings about people like me coming here, but legitimately, the 2 countries that I think the most about are Turkey and Brazil, and I'd like to see more musical crossover between Brazil funk, my funky, if you know what that music is. It's a little bit hardcore, and what happens in Turkey. So that was an example of something that I didn't think about, to the point where the night before the operation, I had no idea what was going to happen the next day. I turned up, they put me in whatever I was wearing, the gown, and then they shaved my head. A few hours before, I was like, I wonder what's going to happen. They shaved my head, and then I froze. I used to have a shaved head when I was like a little hip-hop boy, you know, and I was like, what if we just don't do the operation now and call this the most expensive haircut of my life? Anyway, 7 hours later, I left, and then I fell in love with Istanbul walking around, and it's super meaningful for me to be back here. But some of these decisions where we don't think things through, they don't always work out. I mean, I was in a cafe in New York City. I'm Australian, but I was in New York for 13 years. And there's not a lot of sound here, but have you ever been in a cafe in New York City and someone's pulled out their phone to do therapy in public and then blamed their partner for them cheating on their partner? Not a lot of critical thinking going on there, right? Went viral. And then another time I didn't do critical thinking was a few months ago. I was in Mexico City, and I know I have a very good passport. I have 2. They're in the safe. None of you are stealing my passports. The Australian passport doesn't need a visa to go into many countries. I was supposed to go to Chile to do some events, and one of us asked ChatGPT if they needed a visa to get into Chile, and ChatGPT said, no, you did not. So I found out about that a few hours before I needed to fly, and I did not end up going to Chile. So today we're talking about critical thinking because, I don't know if you know about this, there's this thing called artificial intelligence, and it's coming for our jobs. This is from the World Economic Forum, the top 10 fastest growing skills. I'll make it easy for you. The way that I put a headline over this particular report is 70% of the skills that employers are predicting that people will need in the next few years deal with critical thinking and creativity. All right? So I think we should give ourselves a round of applause because I'm imagining that if you're here, you're interested in critical thinking and creativity. Let's not give ourselves a round of applause then. These are the 4 things I'm going to go through. I don't know. In America, they clap at everything. I worked in Australia for 12 years, and when Americans came for business meetings, they would clap all the time, and we'd just sit there like that, not making me clap. Okay, so these are the 4 things I'm going to go through in about 25 minutes. I will keep a look at, on the clock. I need 3 people who can speak English pretty well. That's my fault, not yours. And who will play with me a little bit in front of all of these strangers. Hands, I never have resistance. Please come up, yes? Who else? We need 2 more. This could make a career. Yes, I did this in Georgia, and the guy quit on stage in front of 1,000 people, and he was working at JWT. Welcome. What's your name? Aishenor, welcome, thank you. Do we shake hands? I don't know what to do in different countries. Hi, hi. Please sit down. I never know what to do. Brazil, they just grab you. They grab you. 1 more. Okay, there's a lot of pointing. You come, sorry. We need to mix it up a little bit if you know what I mean. Very good. Okay, so you have microphones. I'm pretty sure they're working. Good to meet you. Hi. I felt safe. I felt safe. That was not a microaggression, and we have no HR here. Test microphones, because I'm going to get you to speak in a second. Good. It's always funny to see what people do when they're testing a microphone for the first time. So this first set of exercises literally changed my life. Literally changed my life. We are going to do 2 sets of linear thinking. Linear thinking is when you take a topic as you know it. So we'll do Istanbul. And then you write down or think about things you easily associate with that topic. That is linear thinking, going down a line of thought. So I just want to collect 5 things that come to mind. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you cannot make any errors, okay? What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of one of my favorite cities in the world? Which you can't criticize today. Time out. What comes to mind? 1 thing. Microphone.
Okay. Just maybe I can a little bit English, maybe.
Oh, that was a bold, okay. What's 1 thing that comes to mind when you think of Istanbul?
Istanbul, sea.
Sea.
Cats.
Okay, we'll do sea. No, you know what? We'll do sea cats.
No.
Okay,
No,
1 more.
Ferries.
What's the word?
Ferry.
Ferry?
Ferry, yes.
Oh, I love a
Because
ferry.
I use it every day to going to
Oh,
work.
you're so lucky. The Bosphorus is so beautiful.
I don't know in English, but simit.
Simit?
Yeah.
All right.
Bagel. Yeah.
With an S-I-M-I-T. I don't need to know what it is. I'm using the L. This is a Turkish keyboard. 1 more and 1 more.
1 more. History.
History. And 1 more.
Me.
Middle.
1 more.
Middle.
Turkish coffee.
Turkish coffee. All right. Okay, so that's linear thinking. Now, to see how racist you are, I want you to think of Australia. I want you to tell me 5 things that come to mind when you think of Australia. We'll go with you first. Australia.
Okay. I'm not super talking English, but I know an animal in
Okay.
Australian. It's like, yeah, that's why, yeah.
How does it walk?
Sorry?
You have to show me.
Kangaroo?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we've got this little, oh, getting old. Need glasses. Where's that mouse gone? All right. Kangaroo.
Very big spiders.
Big spiders. I'm doing the L, the Turkish L.
I've never been there, but I'm thinking about the nature of the country.
Okay, nature. 2 more.
I remember the big fire.
Yeah, bushfires, big fires. 1 more.
One more. Pumpkins?
Pumpkins. Interesting. You associate pumpkins with Australia. Okay, good. In 10 seconds, I'm going to ask you to come up with a new business or a product idea. Okay? You can look behind you. I know it's in English. I want you to combine words from the different lines and turn them into a product idea or a business idea. I'll give you a few seconds to think. What we're doing now, and this is the life-changing thing, we did 2 sets of linear thinking, and now we're going to go across. That is called lateral thinking. Okay? We take 2 topics, at least, that don't usually belong together. We force them together, and hopefully out pops an idea for a new business. Okay, do you have anything? So you could put cats or sea cats with kangaroo. What could that be? A kangaroo ferry, what's that? Turkish bushfires, what's that? Do you have anything? Don't worry if it's good or not good.
Maybe public transportation, which like carries kangaroos and stray cats and big animals through the city.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Can you think of a good name, an interesting name for that?
Interesting name. I have no idea at all.
So it was a way to transport kangaroos. It's a different keyboard for me. Okay, no comma. Kangaroos, cats, and dogs.
Yeah, and maybe stray cats. I don't know.
Through the city. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give it a quick name?
I don't know. Maybe an animal port? No.
Animal port. We'll take it. We'll lock it in.
Okay.
Look at my typing. I am so good at this. Wow. Okay. So don't worry. We have a name for this idea, and we've explained it in a sentence. Some of you work in advertising and marketing, is that right? I've heard that this is true. Well, let me tell you about other people who work in this industry. They use this word all the time, and they don't know what it means. In English, the word idea is used in advertising and marketing every single day. Some agencies say they work in the idea business. We sell ideas. It's the fundamental unit of what we do, although we charge time as well, so that's awkward. In a room like this, 1 or 2 people have a definition for the word we use every day and for the word we sell. For those of you who are early in your careers, don't feel you have to act big and smart. Work out the words you use all the time and understand what they mean, because you will have a better work life and hopefully a better life. Now we're going to talk about problems. I'm going to need one of you in 30 seconds to give me a problem that you're dealing with in life. It's just one person, problem you're dealing with in life. In the work that we do, a lot of people have an issue with the word problem because it's so depressing. But problems are really powerful when it comes to critical thinking. There are 3 reasons that we like problems. 1, problems help us sell. The top salespeople, according to research published in the Harvard Business Review, the top salespeople sell a problem, not just features and prices. 2, humans have a negativity bias. We are wired for problems. If you were outside gossiping earlier, you're talking about problems. You can't have a story without problems. You can't have a hero in a story without problems. We are wired for them because problems help us survive. If we see them, we can potentially get away from them or try to solve them. The third reason to love problems when it comes to critical thinking is because of quotes like this, I believe from Einstein or Louis Pasteur, in a well-stated problem lies a solution. Okay, so the word might seem negative, but really, really powerful. And what we're trying to do with problems, and in advertising and marketing, low awareness, low relevance, low consideration, boring, we're trying to understand the reason that someone is not doing something or buying something. Does anybody have a personal or career problem they'd like to talk about? Okay, yes?
The heavy traffic in Istanbul. I'm losing so much time during the day.
Okay, okay. Oh, I thought we were going to go for childhood trauma, and we end up talking about Istanbul traffic. Okay, so the traffic is really bad. Give me one sentence. Why is it really bad?
The population.
What about the population?
So many people, like a lot of people, like they prefer use their personal cars.
Why?
Instead of public transportation because
Why?
of the comfort zone thing. I don't know.
Because they're comfortable. Why are they
Yes.
more comfortable in cars?
They don't want to get in too much trouble, like going the point A to point B, using ferries or subways and everything.
Why?
They're just too lazy.
Why?
They don't want to move at all.
Why?
They're stuck in their comfort zone.
Why?
They love listen music in their cars
Okay.
instead of walking. I don't
Okay.
know.
All right. So we asked why about 8 times there. Whatever you're doing in life, let alone in your career, people struggle to slow down and be annoying. I want to keep going, really, because I know when someone starts to resist me, when you're in your comfort zone. I've interviewed thousands of people, and I know as soon as there's a crackle in the throat, the real talk is about to happen. Notice it in yourselves as well. So we went from there's too much traffic to people in Istanbul are lazy. Okay?
Kinda.
Okay. We could keep going, right? Like why? But we've reframed the problem from there's too much traffic to what you said, not me, that people in Istanbul are lazy and they're different problems to solve. Obviously, if we can solve the laziness problem, then all of the other problems might also go away. Okay. We're going to need a brand in about 2 minutes, by the way. All of you think through this question. I will get an answer from one of you up here. I want you to think about the past year or 2 of your lives and tell me, I'll give you a few seconds, tell me something that you've learned about yourself that's led you to change your behavior. Just say it. Stop.
Actually, yeah.
Say it.
We are trying to live in the metropole, too fast, fast things,
Okay.
fast actions, fast anything. And I'm thinking like we must be more slow. And if I'm thinking slowly or slow move or slow anything, it will be great soon. But if I'm thinking like fast and fast moves, it's like, it's not like wrong, but it's not better than.
So living too fast makes you think too fast, and what price do you pay for that? when you live too fast and think too fast, what problem does that cause?
When I'm living too fast and too, it's not like too focused, but I have to do fast because I'm living in metropole.
Yeah.
And
Well, what's wrong with that? Does that hurt you in some way?
yeah, sometimes.
In what way?
Sometimes it's busy on my mind.
So your mind,
Yeah.
it's hard to slow down. It's hard to.
Too much. Yeah.
Okay. Whoop. Forgive my typing and spelling. Okay, okay. So when I live too fast, I think too fast, and it's hard to slow down. So an insight, let's talk about what insights are, and thank you for sharing. Ideas are two topics coming together in a novel and useful way. Insights are ideas that, at their most profound, get us to reorganize our lives. How have you changed? Have you changed your life since having this realization?
Yeah, actually, when I'm starting like slow, yeah, it was changed like little bit,
So
but I'm try still.
You've
Yeah.
slowed down.
Yeah, I'm slow.
Okay, so do you leave the city?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, do you meditate, yoga?
Sometimes if
Okay,
I'm tired.
so you've reorganized your life.
Yes.
You've added some activities
Yeah.
where you're now acting upon that insight. Very good. With insights in any kind of writing or communication, let alone in advertising, I want to have this reaction to them. That's so true, and I haven't heard it like that before. I haven't thought about it like that before. Just to give you another example, I was interviewing, coincidentally, men about hair loss 9 years ago, and a guy said this to me: I haven't achieved enough to go bald. I haven't achieved enough to go bald. Some of you are laughing, and that is a correct reaction. If you are working with insights in the industry, you want to make sure that people are reacting to these sorts of words. But also in this sentence, you have two topics coming together: achievements and hair loss. Those two words coming together are an insight, an unspoken human truth, and they create new meaning for us and help us understand the world around us a little bit differently. Okay. Do you think we can do an advertising strategy in 7 minutes? Give me a brand. I do. Give me a brand that everyone here will know. I don't need to know it.
Moya Hennessy.
How do you spell that? What?
Moya Hennessy.
Moet Hennessy. Okay, okay. Moet Hennessy. So we're going to use this framework here. I won't explain it too much. Problem, insight, advantage, strategy. We have 7 minutes to come up with an advertising strategy that would be better than what ChatGPT could do in 60 seconds. Ay, ay, ay. So let me just write the things that you're going to say. Glass time. I have no idea there we go, there we go. So Moet Hennessy. Who's the audience?
People who between, I think, 24 or 45. I don't know.
Damn it, it's not me. I'm 23. Okay. Usually what I do is I list the reasons that people are not buying the products, and I would try to list 10 to 15 with some research. Can you think of, let's go for 3. What are 3 reasons this group of people is not buying the product? Everyone can participate. 3 reasons.
Maybe because of the price.
Okay, it's expensive. I'm not doing syntax. What else? You don't drink, do you? Which is good. That's a good decision. What else? 2 more. It's just you and me. No, I'm joking.
Maybe so many people live in there.
So many people
Live in there.
live in there.
There.
Okay.
Place.
Okay.
place Istanbul.
This is a drink, alcohol drink.
No.
No, what we're working on is. Okay, hold that thought. Two more.
Maybe for regions.
For religious reasons.
yeah.
Okay, well, we're not going to solve that.
Maybe
There are certain problems communication can try to solve. We're
Brands.
not solving that.
lack of marketing or advertising or
Give me more of the
campaigns.
attitude. Attitude. Does anybody have one? This is where we work out who the experienced drinkers are. One reason that you don't drink Moet Hennessy more often. Yes? Not accessible, it's not distributed well, okay. It's too expensive. It's too premium, okay. These are all big marketing words. It's not for special occasions. It needs, okay, so let's state it as a problem. It's not for special occasions. It is for special occasions, okay. All right, I'm gonna hand you guys wait there for a second. Can I borrow this? Okay, you are now part of the show. And we have 5 minutes. Oh, that was good. There's so many microphones, wow. Okay. It is for special occasions. Why is that a problem?
So maybe you drink other things instead of in your daily life, and for special occasions you go to Moet Hennessy.
Why?
No, I mean you don't drink Moet Hennessy in a pub, in a bar, on a regular night.
Why?
Why? Because we are not used to.
Why?
Because champagne is like coded as a special occasion drink here in this country.
Yeah, okay. So, we only have a few minutes to go, but do you see how we've shifted the problem to, we now have an enemy, which is champagne, right? So this would be our starting point. Champagne is for special occasions, Hennessy is not. When it comes to the insight, sometimes I like to use the phrase, but here's the thing about. Can you tell me something interesting about champagne and or special occasions?
It's a celebrity occasion when you are trying to celebrate something.
Okay.
You go for champagne.
I'll lead you. Why does champagne fit that moment better?
It's bubbly.
It's bubbly. Okay. So that's like a better definition of the problem, that our real enemy is bubbles. All right. So just to see if we can jump ahead in the name of time, if we had to solve the problem that bubbles are special and ready for special occasions, what might a solution be for Moet Hennessy, which has no bubbles? Or you add bubbles. We need to find a drink with bubbles.
Exactly. You maybe play on the fact that it has bubbles and bubbles are for special occasions. And it's a celebratory thing, just like fireworks.
Like fireworks. Okay. All right. We were ambitious today, but there's probably two directions here. One is to position, to create a, this is not strategy, by the way, this is product stuff. To position, sorry, to create a bubbly drink for Moet Hennessy, or we fight the enemy of bubbles. So that could lead to, like if you were a politician, maybe you do a negative campaign about bubbles. Final question. What's the meanest thing you could say to somebody about bubbles? Huh? Bubbles. Be a bully to bubbles. What's wrong with bubbles? Why do we hate bubbles? We hate bubbles today.
Okay.
Why do we hate bubbles?
They are useless.
Bubbles?
Childish. No
Okay.
adult needs bubbles.
Let's just go with this.
It's not a real drink.
All
with
right.
Bubbles.
We are at time, but what we have landed on here is an attack campaign for Moet Hennessy to call out how bubbles are for babies. Okay? Good.
Okay.
All right. So, by way of concluding, and you've been great, by the way, this is super quick, I want to share with you something that I think is very true when it comes to critical thinking, and that is that I do believe your city...
Walking around Moda, I arrived here last...
You can read it. I believe your city is one of the best cities in the world. But I know a lot of you don't believe that. You know how I know that? Because of all the guys in my comments going, it's good for you as a tourist. And I'm like, I know. So, by way of ending, for those of you, especially in the early stages of your career, the techniques that I ran through with everybody here, and thank you, very quickly, they are what you can build a career on. You don't have to be like the person doing martial arts who wants to learn the spinning hook kick. Work your fundamentals, have a powerful way with words, and take creative risks. And maybe some of you will solve the traffic problem in this city. Thank you for having me. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey.
We did well. We finished.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's take a picture. Quick. Picture. Oh. Everyone's really quiet out there. I don't know where to go.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone. Leave this here. Do I go? I'll leave this here. Take this. Yeah. You can find it on our website.
Okay, thanks, Dan.
It's called Strategy Is Your Words. It's expensive for here because shipping is expensive.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to walk off stage now. Where do I go? Which way? Okay, I'll go this way. All right, good job.
Thank you for your presentation, Mr. Pollard.